Okay, so it's the day before the first day of school. I do not have my head together. I did the 5K on Saturday, and I came home, and I absolutely just crashed. I fell asleep. I slept most of the afternoon. I didn't get a lot done. I've been struggling every day to get the house, just keep the house clean. There's just been a lot of, I don't know, there's been a lot of obstacles, I guess, that get in my way. Like my husband who comes in and puts his stuff all down in the living room. And I don't know, but we're getting the laundry done. We're doing some of the work, so I haven't been totally slacking. But I just hadn't been doing what I wanted to do. If you don't know what I'm talking about, tomorrow is the first day of school, and I have a child with autism. It's her first day of middle school, and I'm scared to death for her. And so I wanted everything to be perfect, and everything to be organized, and everything to be ready. And I'm calling on all of my resources to help me. Flylady.net is one. Just general prayers, reading the Bible, reading books, and I'll share some of those with you this week as the week goes on. I got 2 books from the library, and I've been asleep more than I've been awake this weekend, so I haven't been reading them. My body has been in need of rest too, and so I've been doing that. I've been letting her body rest also. We've just had a real restful weekend. But last night and this morning, it's starting to fall apart, and I got to get back in control of it quick. She did everything I asked her to do yesterday. She got her room clean. She did all of the things that I asked her to do without a problem. But this morning, about 2 o'clock this morning, she came to my bedroom and woke me up. She had had a nightmare. One of the problems that I'm having is trying to get her to sleep at night without her being up till 11 and 12 o'clock at night before she finally falls asleep. And right now we're using melatonin. And she had used melatonin in the past and did fine with it, but I got a new brand name. And it's stronger for some reason. Same milligrams, but it's stronger. So last night I cut it in half. Now in the past when I cut it in half, she had nightmares. And she was on a different medication also for her ADHD. So I thought the medication was probably what caused it. 2 o'clock in the morning she woke me up though. She had had a nightmare. She could not go back to sleep. And I was so tired. I felt like I had just been asleep. I went to sleep about 11 and woke up and she was standing over me. And I learned my lesson. Get up with your child in the middle of the night. If your child needs you in the middle of the night, you get up. Because I didn't get up with her. She didn't go back to sleep. She's been up since 2 o'clock in the morning watching her Kindle for company. She's afraid to go back to sleep. And now she's in the bathtub. And my quiet time this morning is all different. It's not very quiet. And I don't feel very rested. I have things I need to do this morning and the rest of the day. And I already feel like my day is unraveling. I have had my quiet time. I have had my prayer time. I have had my Bible reading time. I've done the things that I need to do this morning so far. But I still need to take a shower. And I have lots of stuff to do. And I didn't plan on having anybody awake with me to serve as a distraction. So I'm drinking my coffee. I've got my cup from Field and Stream. I love this cup. It's a camp cup, but it's ceramic. But it's huge. It's 14 ounces. It's purple with little white flecks on it. My husband bought it for me the other day. And I've got my big cup of coffee, and I'm ready to to pull it back together and get it back to ground zero. There's lots to do today. I'm sure I'll check in today and the rest of this week because there's lots that I want to talk about and lots I want to share. But y'all have a good week. Have a good rest of Monday. And let's see if we can pull it together. You know, speaking of dreams, I had my own dream last night. I had a terrible nightmare that it was my turn to do the deposit at work. And I left. We have clerks that all put their money into one big deposit. And I was missing 2 drawers of work. I didn't put it in the deposit. And then when I got back to work the next day, I found their money in my desk. That's scary. So I was plagued with my own dreams. But we're going to pull it together. We're going to call on our resources today. And we're going to call on the Lord. And we're going to spend some time doing what we need to do to get it done. And we're going to get it done today. Y'all be strong. Y'all keep the faith. Make it work. Take some time out. Say a prayer. Peace and blessings.